Bum, 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 bum. So let's see. First things first. Where are we? Here and this and this. Here and this and this. Bum, 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 bum. Here. Can you hear me? Hello? See. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Yes. Hello? So let's do this and then. Wait, let's leave this thing to play.
We were on a date.
It's a quick, very easy way to support the show. We were talking, without further ado, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into the debate. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having us. Long
you.
trip out, long day. We're here.
Yeah, this is a trek.
This was a vacation.
Well, you came from LA, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Far.
So,
Ryan Pauno, I do Pillow Talk. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
Closer to the mic.
yeah, just a little
That's
bit.
close.
Yeah.
Ryan
All right,
Pauno,
all right.
You got
I
it.
do
You're
Pillow
doing
Talk.
great.
Okay, I'm
You're a
Canadian.
pro.
This
Closer to the mic.
fall.
Yeah, just
I'm from Canada. I was born and raised in Ottawa, Ontario. Moved to Toronto, moved to LA. I do Pillow Talk. That's my main gig. It's a show where we bring on a lot of adult stars. It's a comedy, pro sex. It's a podcast, fun,
Yeah.
closer to the time podcast.
got it. Okay. What about you?
I'm Kirill. Full name, Kirill was here. I'm just an internet degenerate. If you don't know who I am, just Google it. Slut Whisperer on Instagram. Run a clothing brand, Assholes Live Forever, and just kind of make fun of people for a living.
All right.
That's about it.
Okay. Andrew, what about you?
Yeah, my name is Andrew Wilson. I'm the host of The Crucible. It is, to my knowledge, the fastest growing debate channel on YouTube. I'm a political analyst, satirist, and bloodsport debater.
All right, welcome, guys. So, I think where we're going to start here is kind of some of the topics for today.
Run a clothing
Ryan,
brand,
you're
Assholes Live
essentially
Forever.
involved in the sex work industry. So we're going to be talking about, is sex work good for society?
And just-
Is sex work good for sex workers? And should sex work be legalized or illegal? But in addition to that, you did have some criticism specifically about the whatever podcast. So
Yes.
This looks like Trevor Phillips, and this guy is like Eddie Guerrero, don't they? If you know Eddie Guerrero, he was WWE wrestler, WrestleMania, and he passed away sadly. But he looks exactly like him, and Trevor Phillips from GTA 5. Lul.
we'd totally be open to engage with those and hear your criticisms.
Yeah.
So, what you got? Oh, could you just tilt your mic down just a little bit?
Okay.
How would
Well,
you improve the show?
The hate on Brian Atlas stemmed from I was hanging out with a girl. We were on a date, beautiful date, good night, and then I bring her over after, and we're kissing, getting our smoochies on, and then she starts freaking out. She gets a text from her manager. It says, "Fuck, I got to do the whatever podcast tomorrow. The last time I left, crying. He is so mean to us." He literally screamed at us. There was 5 minutes left, and he's like, "You want to fucking leave? Get the fuck out." And, we were there 7 hours for him. We drove 4 hours, there and back whole time, and then he just so mean to us. I don't want to do it, but my manager says because he gets views, it's good for my OnlyFans and for my career. So I have to go, and she starts kind of tearing up. That's where it started. Because I saw your clips, and I was like, anyone doing what I do, shout out to them. But then I thought, whoa. This is a baby girl that I'm getting romantic.
Wait, hang on. Your fucking criticism is that you're a white knight, bro?
What's that mean, white knight?
You're white knighting and simping for some porn?
That's
porn
simping.
skank?
Simping.
That is not. That's kind of the wrong thing to say. I wouldn't have said that. I would have said that. I mean, the best way to argue that is probably just to say that you're defending them, but when the guests are really disrespectful and shouting and behaving badly and flashing them like on that's actually TOS on some of the platforms, on most platforms actually. You're not correcting them. Why he didn't say to that girl maybe she was being badly behaved or something? That's kind of how you attack that argument. But to say what Andrew said, maybe not the best.
That's simping.
No,
She
totally
gave you.
disagree.
She gave you. Hang on. She gave you the. He was mean, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that son of a bitch.
You know why? Because she's a young girl, and I don't think we should hit women. I don't think we should verbally abuse women, especially
And that goes the same for men, right?
not publicly.
Did you kiss her ass? Kiss her ass.
It says a lot about how Andrew thinks of women. To respect them is simping for them, and I think that's fucking disgusting, Andrew, to be honest.
Respecting. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry that me and Brian Atlas. Did he make you cry by challenging
him
your
that,
will,
show
you
that
sweetheart? Oh, I'm
So
so
what I
sorry.
did was,
This Brian Atlas is such a bad guy. I'll show him.
I messaged from her account.
Where is this? Look, his shirt says "Assholes live forever." It's some kind of the fuck.
He said,
Everyone has a what they call it in America, brand, clothing brand, something like that. Everyone has that.
so Brian asked for notes before, and I wrote in from her account, hey,
This 2024, they still make that, even though it's not very successful. They still do that. I don't know why. It's probably like a never dying trend or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
this is Ryan from Pillow Talk. I forget what I said, but like, fuck you for making, be nice, stop being mean to these fucking girls. So that's what I did. I went straight to the man, and I, handled it to be such. I watched, and you were nicer, Brian, which I was happy about. But then I watched that stream, and then
Yeah, I think he only watched that part where on rare occasions, to be honest. I watch sometimes this podcast. I kind of like it. He probably watched just like a clip out of like, I don't know, 50, 100 episodes. Each episode has on average around 6 hours, I think. And he only watched like on very rare occasions when Brian gets really upset, when the guests are really, really disrespectful. He starts shouting, right? So probably he just watched that clip, and then he thought, that Brian's like that all the time. This podcast is always bad, or yeah, that's kind of it's kind of a wrong way to assess things.
then one of the girl, her friend Aurora, this was Avery, her friend Aurora, who's very young, I think she's 18, her phone started ringing when it got locked away, and you like lost shit and started screaming at her, and I said, fuck this guy. Anyone who screams and verbally abuses women like that publicly, cute little 18-year-olds that just drove here hours and sat through this just to support you and your show, you're screaming at
Don't
them.
you
I
sit
just think that's terrible.
Don't you sit on?
It's not that the guests are disrespectful and they've been shouting and insulting them the whole time. It's not the guest. It's not the girl that she's been very badly behaved, and I don't know how to put it. It's like, it's not that. It's never that. It's the other guy. It's the guy. If it's a guy, it's his fault, right?
Sets where they're getting fucked by 30-year-old men in the mouth?
That's how weird. How weird. How did you? How? Oh my god.
What? Yeah,
That's the least argument you should use.
that has nothing.
But you're concerned.
Screaming at
but,
people.
But the concern.
This is coming from from a debating master called Peter Well Done.
Sensational.
Is, you know what? I told you to silence your phone and you didn't, right? That's too much. The dick in the mouth from the 30-year-old, totally acceptable.
Well, I mean, losing your cool at
consensual,
someone is
right?
definitely not
That's
cool.
the excuse that they use.
Wait, hang on.
Right?
I want to make sure I got this right. You have been on sets. I've watched your content.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you say that you've watched these same aged women getting fucked in the mouth. Is that correct?
That is correct, Andrew.
Okay.
I support consensual sex work where it's their
not-
choice and they're happy to
just
do
not,
it.
Just not consensual.
I don't
just not
consensualize screaming at women.
Put your phone in here and put it on vibrate so that you don't interrupt the show.
If you're comparing them
that's
doing their
exactly what
career versus a,
Exactly. Be respectful. Don't insult people. Be nice. Don't be annoying. Don't they talk over the other people all the time. They shouting. They be screaming. Oh my god.
a man
They're also called 304s and strumpets.
screaming at 18-year-olds.
well, hold
Two
on.
different fucking ballgames.
I mean,
do
also,
think-
this isn't exactly like Jimmy Kimmel, right? At the end of the day, if the phone goes off, people go, shit, I sneeze, I cough. There's a fucking homeless guy playing music across the street, right? If someone fucks up, you don't need to yell at them, right? You could just be like, not a...
Well, yeah, but it kind of lose your temper when they do it like 10 times, right? Because you tell them like 8 times, no, to stop doing that, and then you kind of, you know, what the fuck?
Dick, right? If I'm getting a cock in my mouth, it's my choice. If I'm hanging out and you start yelling at me, I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't need this. Like, you're a fucking loser.
Well,
like, why you gotta communicate via yelling?
I just want to make sure that I'm crystal.
Misunderstood. He probably didn't see the full context. He's just misinterpreting the whole scenario.
Clear on
Yeah,
that.
it's
Before we
okay.
move to your next
I mean,
criticism.
you know,
Nick, could you
Cock
pull up
from random stranger, 18-year-old mouth, fine. Brian.
If I don't think these two that I mean, this guy Brian Atlas, he owns the podcast. The Andrew is just like his friend. He's a guest. He's a really good debater. He debated Destiny a while ago. No, actually, like a month ago, I think. It's quite recent. I don't think they were prepared because they could have showed these two, the incidents where that happened and how it starts, and then they can understand better. They can draw better conclusions after that. But yeah.
Brian gets a little loud because she has to go get her phone. That bad.
yes.
I want to make
Yes.
sure that we're clear on that.
We're very clear on that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's not that specific thing. It's just abusing physically or verbally women. I don't stand.
Yeah,
by.
I don't think that
I
what you
big
do
up
for
my
a
guests.
living. I
Yeah.
don't think what you do for a living can be really.
Well, so he yells at women for a living.
And I don't like that.
I think this is.
Don't yell at men. I've never seen you guys yell at men.
Yeah, which is crazy because we came in here and you're a very nice guy.
Yeah,
so
you're
to
nice.
see you lose your cool.
Well, they were very nice so far. Wait, what am I doing?
Description, we do prioritize messages.
Oh my god. that's so
On Twitch right now, guys.
They've been so nice.
Let's pull up
because,
another tab.
Verbally abuses women like that publicly.
They're very nice so far because the guests have not been unprofessional, right?
Cute little 18-year-olds that just drove here hours and sat through this just to
Well,
support you.
Young, of course, they're gonna be a lot. Not like more disrespectful, but not really like being, through life and be respectful. Know how exactly to behave in a civilized society.
Doing your show, you're screaming at
Don't
them.
you see-
I just think that's terrible.
Don't
It depends like what house you're coming from, like your parents, if they taught you properly, right?
you sit on sets where they're getting fucked by 30-year-old men in the mouth? Okay, good.
Right?
Just not
Consensual screaming at
consensual.
women.
Put your phone in here and put it on vibrate so that you don't interrupt the show.
If you're comparing them
that's
doing
one
their
example,
career
like
versus
five
a man screaming at 18-year-olds,
This is- well, hold
two
on.
different fucking ballgames.
I
I mean,
do
also,
think-
this isn't exactly like Jimmy Kimmel, right? At the end of the day, if the phone goes off, people go shit, I sneeze, I cough. There's a fucking homeless guy playing music across the street, right? If someone fucks up, you don't need to yell at them, right? You could just be like, not a dick, right? If I'm getting a cock in my mouth, it's my choice. If I'm hanging out and you start yelling at me, I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't need this. Like, you're a fucking loser.
Well,
like, why
I-
you gotta communicate via yelling?
I just want to make sure that I'm crystal clear on
Yeah,
this
it's okay.
Before we move to your next
I mean,
criticism.
you know.
Nick, could you
Cock
pull up
from random stranger, 18-year-old mouth, fine. Brian gets a little loud because she has to go get her phone. That bad.
Yes.
I want to make
Yes.
sure that we're clear on that.
We're very clear on that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's not that specific thing. It's just abusing physically or verbally women. I don't stand.
Yeah,
by
I don't think that
I
what you
big
do
up
for
my
a
guests.
living. I
Yeah.
don't think what you do for a living can be really.
Well, so he yells at women for a living.
And I don't like that.
Well, I think this is.
Don't yell at men. I've never seen you guys yell at men.
Yeah, which is crazy because we came in here and you're a very nice guy.
Yeah,
so
you're
to
nice.
see you lose your cool, I don't know if you're playing it up for the show or did you really lose your cool? I'm curious.
Well, so first off, I think you are to some degree mischaracterizing the interaction that I specifically had with Aurora. Granted, we have 2 episodes a week that are 8 hours long. I don't commit to memory precisely every interaction I have. Although I'd be happy to actually pull it up and review it without fully knowing exactly committed to memory how that interaction went. It could have been the case that her phone went off 3 times during the show, if
you
I
should have slapped her
recall.
then.
That's how it normally goes. They interrupt all the time. They speak over other people, and I'm not saying that they're the worst. Obviously, I'm just saying because I've been watching this podcast for quite some time now. I've seen quite a lot of episodes, and I know exactly how it goes. What normally happens, they interrupt like mid-sentence. During the conversation, they check their phone. That's why they have like this rule that they have to give their phones into a box or whatever during the podcast, so they don't have to own them, so they don't check all the time. And that's just like a few examples of how badly behaved these guests are. And yeah, I'm not just saying that they're the worst. I'm just saying that it's how it normally happens. This is how they normally behave.
So yes, it would have been frustrating.
Just the back.
But
though.
this
Just the back.
characterization.
See, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
like
I don't
TSA,
even think
like
joking
TSA.
about it is funny.
But so
No, it's too much.
Just the way I was raised was to respect
Did you
women.
gallop up here with a white
there's a
horse?
difference
Did
between
you
what- yeah.
gallop up on a white horse? Is your white horse out there? Do you have it hooked?
That's how
to
you look
something?
at men that respect
Total
women.
white knight bullshit. Come on.
Bullshit.
Wait. Women.
That's you.
Women.
It's kind of one thing to respect women and you don't really you get over that incident, but then you go on a podcast to talk about it. That's
That's
100%,
terrible.
that's 100% simping.
They're equal to men, right? Oh, okay, great. Unless we talk to them like they're men, then that's too much. That's too much.
You guys don't talk to them like they're men.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
don't
if
yell
you
at
started yelling at me, I'd be like, yo, fuck out of here. Like,
Right.
I'm not getting paid for this. This isn't my job. I came here to hang, right? And if you're going to lose your cool at me, I'm like, dude, like, I don't need you,
Yeah, but
right?
if you're going to have adversarial conversations, which
Right,
is
that's
how,
okay.
which is how the show is pitched,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
going to get heated.
No,
And
it's
I,
okay.
I told Brian straight up, I said, I thought you were meaner than you were when I made that video saying fuck Brian. I thought he would say, like, you're a whore, you're never gonna get married. That's not true. He asked questions to set them up for viral clips to make them look stupid. So it's different. So that's why I said, you know what?
You know
We're not
what's
gonna
really
go personal
funny?
jobs.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business, right?
Hang on, let me correct a couple things though. Absolutely 100% do not set women up to say stupid things. I don't even know the questions when I come in. No idea. They just say stupid things because a lot of these women are fucking stupid. Now, I just want to make sure that we're crystal clear. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of the women who come in, they're not set up. They just say,
Could have probably something to do with the fact that they're really young, like 18, 19, 20, but again, it's not like all women are like that, you know, just some of their guests, that's what he's saying.
really fucking stupid shit.
Right. I mean, if
That's
you did the
it.
show with men, it'd be the same thing.
As men
Look
do.
at us right
Yeah,
now, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of people say stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you characterize it as a setup, right? There's no setup. They just say fucking stupid shit. Now it's hilarious to clip it and put it out there because they said something fucking stupid. Every bit as much as it would be for any man.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're not interviewing smart girls, right? Because then that wouldn't go viral.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. They have degrees in
wait.
psychology.
Wait, that's all not true, because if they invited like really intelligent guests, like we're talking about a Jordan Peterson level, then of course there's something really important to say, really interesting, very helpful to the whole society. Then of course you're gonna get viral because it's a really good clip and something to learn from, right? When I say this, I probably sound like the 5 or 2% out of all the degens out there, right? There's a lot of degeneracy out there. I'm trying to be like the voice of the reason.
They have
Right.
degrees in mathematics. They have university master's degrees. Many of these women come in, can't wait to do a debate, and they say
Right.
the stupidest shit on planet Earth. Who could we get who would be up to the standards that you would have of an intelligent woman? What would we need besides a master's degree, high education? Like what? What do you want us to go get a fucking scientist? Like what do you want us to go get? What women can we find that aren't going to say this retarded shit? That's what I want to know.
And that's where I think that now that I've actually talked to you guys for about an hour, I don't think Brian disrespects women. I don't. Andrew, I'm not
enough.
sure yet.
Not enough.
I think
not
if your
enough.
show, if you saw the value in doing an 8-hour show promoting them, you would have gone the complete other way. You're going where the bag is. So I don't think you hate them, and I don't think you want to disrespect them. I don't think you sleep better at night knowing I really stuck it to that girl.
I think
Andrew,
you're the circus
I think
leader
you
in a
do.
clown show. That's literally what we all do. That's what I do for a living. That's what you do for a living. You surround yourself by people who provide you interesting debate and conversation. Because if you talk to fucking the same kind of people on your wavelength all day, like no one's tuning in. They want to hear Howard Stern-esque conversations, right?
Jivanic donate.
It's a sad society. It's a very sad society, and like mentally ill society that we live in, because we've been adjusted. There's been like a seed planted into our society by some Satanists, where it's really interesting to watch people fight, argue, and that's what people like now, because that's what was shown at some time, and you know, it's like seeded everywhere on the internet, and that's what people start liking. And if you don't have that, then being positive and spreading positivity, it's not that interesting or it's not that fun. It's just a very weird society that we live in.
$100.
Yeah, thank you,
I
Giovanni.
respect Warman built his living around exploiting 18-year-old women in an evil and destructive industry.
No kidding.
I
Is
would
that
be
for me or
hard-pressed
you?
to find a
think it's for
duo
him.
of creeps who values women less than you two.
Is that it, you guys?
Oh, in case if you guys wonder, her name right here, Kiki. Kiki is her name.
No, that's a you.
Oh, nice.
So,
Built his living around.
hold
women.
on.
Nice and respectful young lady.
Yo, Giovanni, thank you.
First of all, it's not cool that you have your little fanboys coming in, chiming in.
Why not?
Because we don't have that privilege.
Yeah,
So
you
now
do.
it's an off.
You're
Now
fan-
you guys have an advantage. You have
Wait.
call a friend.
Your fanboys can chime in right now.
I didn't promote the show.
Oh, well, whose fault is that?
I sent you the link. You told you.
They normally when you get invited to a show and you're like in Friends or wherever, of course you got to put it on all the platforms to say that look to their audience that I'm going to attend this show, watch it. I'm going to be debating whatever we're going to talk about, whatever subjects. So attend, watch, like, subscribe, whatever. That's what they do. They didn't do this to guests. They haven't done that on this occasion. So apparently, it's the host's fault.
You before the show. But in fact, before the show, you said, depending on my performance on the show,
Yeah.
I'm reluctant to actually promote it.
Yeah, because we're the dumb bitches here in this
100%.
scenario.
We don't know. We're not debaters. I've never done this.
Yeah.
He's a professional. What do you say? Fastest growing debater in the world?
Yeah.
We don't know what we're walking
Debate
into.
channel.
For all I
Yeah.
know, you prepped
We're gonna have a
Biden for
champagne
his
pouring
last
contest after this.
Well, so let's go back to the.
Then that would not take that as a mark of like success if I had prepped Biden for his last debate. I just want to let you know that would not be. Yeah,
That was the joke. That was the joke.
Yeah, I'd be pretty ashamed of myself for that one.
But so let's go back to the original claim. So you originally said there was this girl, cell phone went off. I yelled at her. Nick, if you can find the clip, I might have.
Were you
shown
there?
I'll concede that I. So I'll certainly concede that I get frustrated.
Yeah, I wasn't there either. No one was there. Just in case, I never seen that. I wasn't here. I don't know what you're talking about.
On the show, because a lot of these people are not media trained, camera trained, etc.
Grid One Motorsports donated
thank you, Grid One. Appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat.
About to start my show, but she ate these dudes. Bro, you ain't got a white knight so hard. The women do that for you on stage on demand. These women are the definition of mental midgets.
All right, thank you.
Threw
Grid
midgets
One.
under the
There-
bus.
I think that's offensive nowadays, right? Because we live in a very mentally ill society. That's offensive. You can't say the word midget anymore, even if it's not intended like in a negative way. It was for a while. I think it was dwarf. That's the term. And even newer than that, even more recent, I think they call it little people. Yeah.
There you go.
That's crazy.
But he should have used dwarves. You're right.
First of all, the M word is as bad now as.
All right, thank you.
Threw
Grid
midgets
One.
under the
there
bus.
you go.
That's crazy.
But he should have used dwarves. You're right.
First of all, the M word is as.
Mental midgets.
All right, thank you.
Threw
Grid
midgets
One.
under the
there
bus.
you go.
That's crazy.
But he should have used dwarves. You're right.
First of all, the M word is as bad now as the M word. It's little people.
In fact, you had a little person. You know what? I thought dwarf was still valid.
Dwarf is actually a category.
That's what they want to be
It's
called.
under a certain height.
I
is
thought they
dwarf.
preferred dwarf.
I don't like the
They
word
like little
dwarf.
person, little
Because
people.
it sounds
that's the new one.
mythical.
Yeah, dwarf is the old one. You're right.
What if they have
It's,
beards?
But now I believe.
Then they look mythical.
Don't quote me. I think
yeah,
dwarf.
I think it fits. It's
Dwarf
all right.
is a smaller one now. I believe it's under 3'8", perhaps.
Is
I'm not
it?
sure. I think little person was what they like. M word not cool. Disregard that guy's claims he's using slurs.
He's gonna get canceled. Grid One.
You are
you're-
not
you're
helping
gonna
our
get
soy boy,
canceled.
man.
But
Don't use the M word. I'm like,
that is the euphemism treadmill, though. So I guess midget used to be acceptable. Now it's not. Dwarf was acceptable. Now it's. Now
I don't
it's
know where
little.
dwarf is.
Now it's
Yeah.
little person.
Yes.
So in any case, going back to the criticisms, I don't think when you say like I yelled and screamed at her, I mean you guys are kind of almost yelling and screaming at us. I have a pretty soft-spoken voice.
I'm just
so.
you do. That's how I be. I have
Okay.
ADHD.
No, I'm not upset by
I have
it.
every letter in the book.
I'm not upset by it, but I might, increase my volume a little bit and might be a bit frustrated. but at least when it came to her phone specifically, I don't think I was verbally abusive to her when it came to her phone.
Wait, question for you.
Go ahead.
That guy paid $9 to write that comment, and he called us fucking soy boys.
No, he paid $100.
$100 to write that, and I'm the loser? I love it. I'm going to start paying in a second for our team on the side. These two guys are really good debaters.
So,
And make your bag, boys.
Normally they pay like hundreds, like 500, 400, 300. It's ridiculous.
But you are in the studio debating, just saying.
Yeah. We're here. We're happy to be here.
so I guess going back to the criticisms, you use the term verbal abuse. So how do you consider what do you consider verbal abuse?
Like if they're on the set and they're like, "Take it, bitch," is that verbal abuse?
Take it, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. If
During a porn scene.
they're like
Oh, you mean
shooting
while
a
they're
porn,
fucking?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. You see, okay, so just
I think that's called being in the moment, right? That's what they call.
so you know, Andrew.
Is that verbal abuse?
No, but when they're shooting porn, how it works, just so you know, is it's very safe, happy environment where
Oh, yeah.
you go over what they want, what they don't want, the no's, safe words, all this and that. And then there's always a director on
That's
set.
very nice of them.
Yeah, so
Before they go and cream this fucking girl's face.
If you have a director, some cameras, then you can say whatever you want to them, right? that's kind of how it goes.
With 8 guys, and she's going to have that video out for the rest of her life. Before they do that, they want to make sure that they know her no
yeah,
words. Got to
100
make sure. Oh, that's too much. That's one dick too many, right?
they're there because they want to be there. It's a safe environment. It's their choice to be there. And that's all that matters. It's what they want to do and it's
Yeah,
their
I
choice.
don't think.
It's like he never thought of it that way.
Wanting
And
8
we
dicks, there's
shouldn't-
nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't think that that's all that matters.
You
I
shouldn't
think
shit
that,
on someone
I
for-
think that we basically.
You have like 200, 500 partners, sexual partners. It doesn't matter that much, right?
Outlaw all sorts of behavior that people want to do because it's really fucking bad behavior. And so you just,
Yeah,
should
but-
engage
Do you have sex,
Yeah.
Andrew? With who?
my wife.
You have sex with your wife?
Yeah,
No ring? All right.
I have my ring.
Oh, you wear it on the neck. Good for you. So, okay, so you have sex with your wife. They're doing the same thing, Andrew.
They're having sex with their wife.
In most cases, there are a lot of married
did you have
couples. There
sex
are.
premarital sex? I'm just curious,
Yeah,
dude.
I have.
Yeah,
Sure.
Is that like? Because here's the thing. I'm not religious in any way. So do your beliefs and all this stem from a religious background, or just like you just personally look at it and go like, that's gross.
I look
that
at it
shouldn't
both
belong.
ways. So one, I would say it's sinful, but I would never be able to convince you guys of that. I wouldn't even bother trying.
Well, yeah.
But what I can look at is I can look at the societal damage and how fucking horrific it is mentally on women to be involved in sex work, and none of them end up with a good result.
But why do you care about
basically,
these
ever.
people
Because,
if they're
because,
nobodies?
because this is the society I live in.
Right, but I don't
Because-
care about
because-
anyone.
Because here's what I would hope. And I would never get it from you guys, right? But here's what I would hope and wish more than anything. That I'd be driving down the fucking road in my shitty car and the tire goes.
What do you care? What? Well, one, it's like Andrew said, you live in that society, and secondly, that's the society I live in, and secondly, you care about people. You want people to be happy and healthy, right? To be good, How could you not care?
Goes and bam, I hit a rock and I'm fucking dead. My daughters are orphaned, right? And they're struggling. And one of their friends goes, "Hey, you know what? You could go to this shoot and suck a dick and they'll pay you 20 grand." And she goes, "You know what? That sounds like easy money. I wish to God before they walk in that studio, somebody like me would be like, no, don't do that. Do anything but that. Work as a fucking barista. Go do anything but this."
Right, but
That's what I would hope, but that's not the world we live in.
Look, I'm not going to debate you on that, but if someone chooses to go into that, it's like, I mean, working at Starbucks is arguably more degrading to your body
Yeah, they could
than
choose-
taking 8 cocks.
Yeah, why can't somebody choose to fuck a dead body?
Well, they can.
And do you have any moral qualms with that?
Nope, because the body's dead. No one's getting hurt.
So it's fine.
Who's getting hurt?
So if they walk over and they grab roadkill off the road and start fucking it, you have no moral objection to that.
None.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $100.
Yeah, thank
Tone
you.
policing is controlling speech and opinions as an end run around to control modes of expression, which is the means to control the narrative. Control that and you control society. Just stop.
I feel like I'm playing like fucking
who's
like
that one
Dungeons
for?
and Dragons.
I never know. who
That
the
sounded like a
towards.
quest.
You know what I think beyond the issue of them choosing to do that is they do have a lot of mental health issues when they do it. Not all of them.
Doesn't have
But they
mental
do. A
health
lot of
issues.
people
I
do.
have
One
mental health issues.
Motorsports
Just one
Don't you
donated
have mental health issues?
$100
You believe in God.
That's
This
not a mental health
degenerate
That's a
who
mental
wants
health
to
issue,
tone police me.
1000%.
You exploit women, making them into literal whores, and you want to tone police me? Dude, you fail at
I want that
life.
$100
Do better.
because I just made him spend another 100.
That's our 100.
Wait, so hold on.
So hold on.
Wait.
not one of your whores.
Hold on. So let's explore a couple of the claims. So
So hang on, I just want to make sure I got this clear. Okay. Me believing in God to you is a mental health issue, but fucking a dead body.
Also a mental health issue.
No,
I
wait,
agree.
Wait. Why is that a mental health issue?
It is.
You
It's
have,
fucking weird.
you have
But he
no
just says
moral
it's
issues
okay.
with it at all.
Brother, 2 minutes earlier he just said it's okay. Now it's not okay. So confusing.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about it. But I also don't care that you believe in God because you
Right.
don't affect me.
Yeah, but if I did implement those morals of you can't fuck dead body because gross and immoral,
But what's gross?
Hang on.
Anal sex?
but immoral,
He said earlier he's like 45 years old. He has like what's gross? Well, about the dead body or gross in general? Shush.
to have sex with a dead body, you would say what? You're hurting my bodily autonomy? Like that's too much for you? Is that one line too much?
Hey, we did not come here to debate fucking dead people. That is
No, I
fucked
didn't.
up.
I'm just asking.
I don't
What, so
think
so let
anyone
me
should
ask
fuck
this.
dead
Can you
people.
back? Can I just ask you a question, dude? Where does sex stop being gross or start being gross for you?
Yeah, so I'm not making it.
Well, everyone has like different, I don't know what you call like threshold. Everyone has different thresholds. So maybe when you start involving, like for me personally, in case all my large audience and my many fans I have, admirers all over the world, for everyone, it's pretty much where if you involve like bodily fluids, then that's kind of where it starts being gross, right?
An ick argument.
I think I speak for a large portion of society when I say that.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you what type of sexual intercourse with a female is going to be gross or not
Right.
gross or tasteful or not tasteful. I don't think it's really relevant. What is relevant, though, is that to say that we can put no restrictions on consenting sex insane, we do it all the time. For instance, do you think that a brother should be able to fuck his sister?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Why?
so.
Because it's gross. Yeah, but that's my opinion. But guess what? Someone else is going to think that's okay.
Is it immoral?
Is it immoral? According to today's society, sure, but half the world does it.
Yeah, do you think it's immoral?
Well, half the world does it. Where does he get his statistics from? What? He just said half of the world does that. No, sure.
I think it's fucking immoral to fuck.
Brother.
A lot of things in this world.
Yeah,
are
is
immoral.
that immoral?
Half the world does it. So wait. Even if that was true, half the world does it. That means that it's okay for you to do it. Half the world commits crimes. Is that okay for me as well to do that?
Or not?
Is that immoral? What's immoral to you? Where do you get your morals?
Well,
they're invented
so
by
I-
man, right? morals, right? They're not. Where they passed down to you by
well,
God?
if it's just subjective, right,
Yeah.
then I don't know how you call anything immoral ever.
All of them were.
That's what. So there you go. Like
If you think it's
someone could
subjective.
find sitting next to a sex doll immoral.
So then, from your worldview, then you have to understand what that would mean. That would mean that you couldn't say serial killers were immoral. You couldn't say that child underage diddlers were immoral. You couldn't say anything was immoral if your claim is we just make up morality.
We do make up morality.
Well, then if we do just make up morality, you have no objective metric for which to call anything immoral ever.
that's kind of how the
so
shit
then
works. Right?
nothing anything does is immoral.
It just depends on society's standards. And right now, having 8 cocks in your mouth isn't illegal.
So if society says
One day if they do,
I just
then it
wanna be
is.
sure to be. I just want to make sure that we're clear in your worldview. Then, if society says that you can diddle kids, totally moral.
No.
Yeah. Well,
What do you mean?
I
no.
don't think so.
Half of the population does that, so it's okay, right?
Wait, why not?
Absolutely not.
Because I can disagree with things too. But I don't disagree with a person taking 8 dicks.
What would the basis be to make the disagreement if it's just a subjective metric?
If murder was legal, I still would be like, oh, that's kind of whack.
Why?
Because I don't,
Wait.
just doesn't feel.
I need to check if you can hear me okay. Let's do this. Can you hear me okay? That works.
If they
So
do,
I just
then it
want to be
is.
sure to be. I just want to make sure that we're clear in your worldview. Then, if society says that you
Okay. Works good. And let's check. Wait, where is it? Here. That works.
If they
So I
do,
just
then it
wanna-
is.
Good. All good.
Feel right. Just how seeing a girl take 8 dicks doesn't feel right for you. This is a personal opinion.
So can you legislate based on it doesn't feel
No,
right?
you can't. That's why
Then
this
why do you
country's fucked.
legislate against murderers and kid diddlers?
Dude, I don't fucking make the rules.
Would you?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, because I'm a piece of shit,
You
so
would-
you
you
wouldn't
would
listen to me.
So you wouldn't legislate against kid diddlers?
Oh, I would do that.
Okay, well then, if you would do that, then you would
You
legislate.
have to explain him like for a while, like for a full 5 minutes for him to understand, and then realize, oh yeah, no, it's not gay actually.
Based on it gives me the ick, right?
It would be based on the fact that a child can't make up its own decisions and it's fucking a child.
What? He can't consent. That's why it's wrong. Oh my god, I'm gonna. Oh my god, I'm gonna snap. Holy, this guy.
Yeah, but your entire basis for what
What the?
is moral,
Mm-hmm.
you just told me, is based literally on your subjective metric of your preference of I don't like it.
For me, yeah,
Yeah.
we all have, it's called morals. Like, we have our own, right?
So
Like,
if you have your own morals,
yes.
you say that the kid diddler bad,
Yes.
then what would, and you would legislate against it based on your own morals.
Sure.
Why couldn't I legislate on this thing I say
You
is bad
can.
based on
Dude,
my morals?
I'm not, but I don't care about your opinion just like you don't care about mine.
Well, no. See, I do.
You care about
Because
my
we live
opinion?
in- yeah, unfortunately.
But you don't know who I am until we just
unfortunately,
met.
You can
That's what they're here to elaborate on opinions and see if they agree or disagree, right?
vote.
So
He
it's
can
a
vote.
level of caring if they're involved in a conversation, right?
I live in a
He
society.
can't vote. He's from Canada.
Yeah. Well, he can still vote. He's going to become a citizen. He told me,
Yeah,
right?
well, we'll see.
So the
What
thing
he
is,
does
is
for a
that so if you wonder why I
What was the one
care,
thing, guys?
why do you
What was the
care? Why
one
do you
thing?
care what all these people do? Why do you give a shit so much? Is because if they just go all of our morality.
Name taken donated $100. Andrew, what you bring to the podcast, man, but you've cut Brian off a few times now. It's a little annoying for the viewers.
Oh, they're
probably
turning on their
Marissa
own.
for Brian. Oh, and these two guys suck.
Oh,
Hey,
there
it's
it is.
okay. It's the nature of a fast-paced show like this. People cut each other off.
Andrew do be talking a lot. I feel like I haven't got the talking stick.
You guys say you disagree a lot.
Brian, where's Brian at?
Hold on. You got to allow Andrew to finish his argument.
Okay.
But name taken. Thank you for the message.
So
I
anyway,
feel like I'm in class right now,
if
and I didn't take my
everybody-
Ritalin.
If everybody just has these kind of subjective metrics for what is moral, and it's
I think he's used to over talking other people, cutting off. That's why he feels like he's in class. You implement morals and ethics, and he's already upset. You know, that kind of guy.
it's all just coming from our own personal preference or purview or this or that. They have no basis to say, one, that anything is immoral, or two, that me legislating any of my morals would be any worse than you doing it. So if I say sex work is unequivocally evil and bad, you would have no basis to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. But I don't care about your
Then
opinion. I
that's
can
the-
discuss that
Then
with
that's
you.
the debate.
The
Yeah,
debate-
So if the debate is just, sure, if you and the rest of you Christian populists outlaw sex work, more power to you.
Hey, if you get the fucking job done, God bless you.
So how come you guys don't bring on male performers? And
We just did. We brought on two
and-
male performers.
you have any problems with them, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I debate them all the time.
Okay. I've never seen you guys.
I also debate.
go at a
I
male.
debate red pill gurus. Well,
we
you
had
have to
a-
understand when you say you
which guy?
guys.
Sterling Cooper. We've
Yeah,
had him on
the whatever
the show.
podcast is Brian Atlas.
Yeah, right,
I'm
right,
he
just
has
a
his own,
guest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. My show. Yeah, I debate with them all the time.
Okay.
Absolutely happy to.
Has
do it.
anyone ever changed your opinion?
Yeah, I've had my opinion changed about tons of things.
Okay.
Especially interactive, the way that men and women interactively date, how it operates in the year 2024. A lot of the reasons people move towards sex work. There was all sorts of presuppositions I had, which were completely and totally untrue. Absolutely. And what I've come to is, interestingly enough, I actually go into debates with open minds, right? But when somebody says hey, it's okay to fuck a dead body, obviously I'm not going to. Obviously,
also
at that point,
pulling
I'm
your
like,
leg.
I'm not so sure that your opinion on this is great. But the thing is I still want to listen to why they think what they think. I want to understand why it is that they believe what it is that they believe. And what I found is this, unequivocally, almost every sex worker I've talked to regrets it. At the end of their road, when they're all done, they always look back and say, I wish I hadn't done that. And if you talk to them privately, they say, you're absolutely fucking right, and I wish more people would do something about this industry.
I'm gonna chime in there. I'm gonna chime in there.
Yeah.
I know these girls very well. A lot of them are close friends of
Do
mine.
you fuck them?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. And I know them very well, and I get close with them outside the show, and these are my best friends and favorite people. And I totally disagree with you. Not most of them regret it. Not most of them are pissed that they did it and would have made different choices. A lot of them rep it and are very happy.
How many of the ones who are retired are you getting in?
A lot of them. I talked to a lot of the ones that are retired. They're very happy with, first of all, they made a very big career for themselves. A lot of them made multi-millions.
Most sex workers don't make shit.
I mean, would you treat it like any other job? How many people do I talk to that hate their job still, right? It's like they got into sex work, but
a lot
being
of them,
a plumber is
a lot
not
of them
that fun
actually
either.
Here's the
love what
thing.
they do.
When
And
you're a
if you
plumber-
take milfs like Cherie DeVille, Alexis Fox, 20 years in the business, multimillionaire celebrities.
Yeah, that's the
They're
top.
still
That's the top.
Yeah, that's like 5, max 10% of all of them.
They're shooting
top
5 scenes a day
percentile.
because they love it. You take a girl like Luna Star. She's been doing this 12 years. She's married to Michael Bay, worth $600 million.
She's married to Michael Bay?
Yes, or about to get married. But they're dating, they're living together. Still shoots
These
every
are-
day because she loves it.
These are not.
She's happy. She wants
Bro,
to shoot.
These are
But again,
not
that's the minority in the whole industry, obviously.
common denominator for sex workers. You're pointing at the top 1.1 percentile. It'd be like me telling people, hey, everybody should do a podcast because Destiny's a multimillionaire.
Right, so you guys are
That would be
debating-
fucking nuts to say. If I said that, I would be setting people
Sure.
up for
So let's talk
massive
about
failure.
OnlyFans girls then. So that's the
Let's.
degree.
Well,
of-
hang on.
Or is the
let's
sex
back up.
work also
Sure.
back to like just like someone's hooking behind a dumpster for $5 blowjobs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
That's
I
more the
consider-
speed versus
no.
the top 1%
I
of porn
consider
stars.
all of it to be under the same purview of degeneracy. When I say degeneracy, so you understand what that means, it just means without morals. So like somebody who says, I don't care if you fuck a dead body or you fuck
Sure.
roadkill, it's fine. I consider that to be absent morals because you say all morality is subjective. It's just up to my purview. Therefore, what I say is moral. What you say is moral. What you say is moral. What you say is moral.
Yeah.
Right. That's all the absence of
But
morality.
do you guys ever joke around in these debates?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not pro fucking dead bodies, you know.
He was
Like I
joking.
didn't just come on here to be like stiff.
Now, I also
Like,
want to
in- like,
clarify
I'm just
why we're
chilling.
here. It's
You guys
not,
stiffened up real quick once the
sex work
cameras
is
turned on.
a very broad bubble of this whole thing. I don't know shit about prostitution. It's illegal in many states,
Yeah,
and
we
a lot
don't
of
have
times
to
it's
even
not
worry
people's
about
choices.
that.
I'm here to stand up for adult stars doing adult films, and then OnlyFans girls,
Yeah,
girls,
those
everyday
aren't
girls
prostitutes,
that sell exclusive content.
How is a corn star not a prostitute, bro? That's a prostitute.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Absolutely
really?
Not.
So,
Yeah.
so as long as I give you money, as long as I have a camera in your face,
Well, he's in the industry. He can't. He's making money off it, so he can't call it because that's like an insult, right? It's not nice. So he has to 100% defend it.
it's not
See,
hooking.
that argument gets told to me all the time.
Because it's a good
I think it's the
argument.
dumbest
Isn't it?
argument.
What's the counter?
What's exactly?
It's a terrible argument.
What's the counter? How does he defend that argument? Why, if he hears it all the time, then he must have like really well thought, good replies to that, right? To defend it.
Argument.
One sec, guys.
In the wise words of Andre Vielson, the poorest man in the world still sees himself richer than a degenerate porn star,
Correct.
and so does everyone else.
See, these are the,
The
people
poorest
you
man
guys
in the
attract.
world is like what?
You guys
some
attract
guy
women
in where?
haters.
China building an
Here,
iPhone.
let me give you the
Wait,
argument.
let's investigate this claim.
Brother, there's a huge difference between sex workers and females. You can't call that. You can't say that. You know, someone hates workers, and that means he hates all women. All sex workers are not all women to begin with, but it's so broken way of thinking. It's weird.
So what in this statement here has anything to do with woman hating?
Are you kidding? He's saying the poorest man on earth is still richer because a girl shoots adult films on her own terms.
No, yeah. So
That's
Bro, you know what kind of bum you
Hang
have to
on,
be
he
to
got
be
the
a broke
quote.
man?
you think that guy
he got
is,
the quote wrong. Here's the quote.
to be a broke guy in
what he's saying.
2020?
It's kind of if you want to be more ethical and logical and be a good person, or shoot porn.
Yeah,
24.
but here's what the quote is.
okay, we'll get-
the
we'll
quote
get
is that the poorest man in the world will always consider himself richer than a cock. Somebody who allows somebody else to purposely fuck their wife. The poorest
didn't say
man.
cuck, he said
yeah,
degenerate
I
porn
know.
star.
He got it wrong.
Oh.
But what the quote actually
Oh,
is.
yeah, I mean, I agree with that
Yeah,
one.
is that the poorest man in the world will always consider themselves richer than the man who shares his wife.
Do you want to talk about that, cucks? We could get into that too.
Maybe
Yeah,
later,
happy
maybe
to.
later. But
All right.
Andrew, Kirill, you said something about broke men are bums, or I don't want to misquote
Yeah.
you. Just could you repeat? Because
Oh, I was just, if you're going to the extreme of the poorest man in the world, you're like, why are we using that guy as a metric? Imagine
but is it like
just
is
a
that,
broke dude.
Well, it's to
what's the-
just make the
well,
parallel.
he has no purpose in life.
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
to make
wait,
the
wait.
parallel that materialism.
Yeah, I
itself
get
is
it.
not the outcome.
Yeah, I know
But
what you're saying.
and Kirill, if I can, could you just scoot your mic to the edge of the
Yeah,
table?
yeah, dude.
And we just want to get you a bit more into frame. Are you able to just scoot a little closer that way?
Hey, let me see.